Hi, everyone. I am Molly Young. Welcome in. Come and join me. If you're here now, you're catching the replay. If you want to hit hashtag replay, it'll let me know that you stopped by. Any comments that you leave while you're watching are welcome. I do get them even after the live is over. So that's always welcome. We're finishing up a journal today. I'm going to wait for some of my friends to get on. I'm going to pull myself up on Facebook. So you may want to fast forward until you see us start getting down to the desktop view. Um, that would be wonderful. Good morning, Nikki. It's nice to see you. Happy Saturday. Oh, I got so much stuff on my desk, per usual, you guys. Good morning, Robin. I am so sorry about yesterday. Is she there? Is she not there? Is she there? Is she not there? I was actually had lunch with Kathy and creatively Kathy, and then I got home just before 3, and I was trying to take care of the dogs and trying to do some other stuff, and I was rushing. And I didn't want to come on because Jimmy Lou has her morning, Molly. Jimmy Lou has her sale every Friday at 4, and so I didn't. I was just like, yeah, it's not going to happen. Nothing was wrong. It was just not going to happen. Try as I might. So that's fine. I'm here now. John's outside busy doing stuff. So, um, I just want to see if we can get this done. The last time I said it was the finale, we didn't end up finishing it. Hi, Agatha. Good morning. Um, oh, Debbie, hi. Oh, I'm so happy you loved all your stuff you got. Good morning, Kathy. It is called life. I know. I mean, I try to be I wish I could have a schedule, but I don't know. All right. So, I just don't. I mean, I'm trying to stick to the 10 and 3s and it's going well and it's keeping me on a routine, which is important. Let me go down to the desktop. Um okay, so something happened here. So, and then right before I was coming on now, so today's the 10-year anniversary of when my son passed away. And I was just ready to come on here and I got a private Facebook message from some kid that used to go to college with him. And it was this long-winded message about how he was driving from Texas back to Michigan. My son went to Ferris State in Michigan. And he all of a sudden he got an overwhelming sense of sadness. He couldn't figure it out. Then it dawned on him, and anyway, he went on and on and on. And I'm like, oh, these kids are so sweet, especially now that they're getting older. They're in their young. They're about 31, if they're the same age as Casey would have been. And it was so sweet. It just made my day. And I told him that. I'm like, you absolutely made my day. But now I'm like, oh gosh, every time I'm ready to go live, something happens. So it was beautiful. So, okay. So, I cut the top of the most of the top of this off up here. It was sticking out like a sore thumb. It looked like I just slapped it on, which I did. So I have to think about maybe putting some rhinestones on the end of here or something. But before we finish decorating, I have this one last blank page. Oh, Agatha, are you? Yeah, if it was Fair State, it was quite a hike from here. It was about 7.5, 8 hours. Um, he only went for a year and he landed a full-time job that was really, really good. But I mean, this kid was fast-paced through everything he did in life. But he was a wonderful person, just absolutely wonderful. And he touched everybody. He thought everybody was his friend. Everybody. And he would make you feel like you were the only one in the world. So anyway, yeah, it was so sweet. It was so sweet. But yeah, that was a hike going to Michigan. Yes, it was a very special message. Okay. What are we going to do? So I tried to think ahead a little bit, and I was thinking we could probably do another pocket. And you know what I laughed at? The other day I cut this out of that wedding, this background out of the wedding scrapbook paper pad I had. Yeah, in my heart for sure. And I flung it over here and I picked up this background, which looks fine. There's nothing wrong with using this background on there, but it was like poof. I just totally forgot that we cut it out. So what I want to do today is some pockets on it. I want to make this into a pocket and it's going to go this way. And I want to make a big, or do I want this to be the little one and this be the big one? So I think where I'm going to start is I'm literally just going to glue down this background and start there. Yay, a new Fabri-Tac, you guys. Okay. So I'm just going to put this down so we have a background on here. Because we have 2 belly bands, 1 pocket here, all of our papers here, and then a pocket, 2 pockets here on the back. But I think I want to do, I have, I have a new little thingy here, not this one, that cuts corners for envelopes. So I want to start adding more envelopes. Good morning, Patricia. Happy Saturday to you, my friend. We're going to finish this puppy up come hell or high water. That's all I have to say. But this one has to go on top. So I think I'm going to do a shortcut. I think I want to make a big pocket and then a little pocket. That's not, oh, it's not going to work. Let me just cut this one right down the center. Well, as best I can. Still have the other side if I need it. Because I can't add any height to the inside. So I'm going to have to be really careful about what I add. But I think this looks really pretty. All right. So then, oh my gosh. I bought another distress ink because this one's dying. So I think. You know what I bought? It was like this big. It's itty bitty bitty one. It's distress ink that expensive because I paid like $8 for it. I never would have thought it would be the little one. See if this works. I have a new stamper thing. All right. Doo-da, doo-da. I know what we're going to do next. I'm getting ready for Monday. I'm excited for a new project. I have 2 ideas actually, and I haven't decided which one we're going to do yet. Hi, Mary. My hooker crook. I'm telling you. Yeah, anybody that's new, I'm sorry I was playing the game of I'm going to be on and then I wasn't on, and it's like, is she coming or going? I didn't know if I was coming or going yesterday. So And of course, my new scoring board and trimmer came. It is the white one. I don't know why the picture on Oriental Trading was black. If anybody wasn't here, Oriental Trading has the We Are Memory Keepers scoreboard and trimmer. I think it was $22 or $23 and it shipped for free. That was my deal of the week. And it came and I was so excited. It's sitting, I forgot to bring it down. Yeah, it's sitting upstairs, but I don't need it for today. Oh, this goes this way. This goes this way. Oh, to refill it? I'm going to. I love how after you buy something, it pops up the next in the next like 5 seconds after you purchase something, it says, "Oh no, I just did this wrong." No, I didn't. Um, when Amazon sends you a message, you might also be interested in, and then there was the ink refill. I'm like, where was this when I was looking for the distress ink? Or I looked over it. So that's what I'm gonna do next. But I kind of already did my budget for this week. So this guy will last me a little while. And I have the Ranger archival ink in brown if I need it. But our next project's gonna have black in it. Shocking, right? Because it just is. It's really cool. I think that's the one we're gonna do. If not, it's gonna be white. And I don't know, white and purple. It's gonna be orange, butterfly orange and black. I don't have anything printed to share with you. Or we're gonna do a floral from the new scrapbook paper I got. Now we need something to go in here. Wait, here it is. I think I'm going to put it on a large tag. You know what I'm wondering? No. Oh, here's tag. This is the one I have to trim some of the bottom off of. Because it's too big. It's way too big. So let me just trim this off. About there. That'll do her. And then I'm going to glue this on here. And then I'll trim it. My glue stick didn't hold down my papers, you guys. I had to go back in and reinforce it with the Fabri-Tac. I don't know. I don't know why. They just were coming up on the corners, at least. Holding it up to the light to see if I'm centered. All right. Let's trim this baby up. Yeah, I don't know. I just thought I would try. I know when I used to do the journaling, like I said, like 4 years ago, I used Fabrifix, and it was amazing. I used it for everything. But then, um but then that one wasn't working, and then I went and got the, hold on, I'm not even down here. There we go. I don't know. Anyway, I just know that stuff works really well, and then I really like this art glitter with the little tiny thing. That glue seems to work pretty darn well too. Okay. So then I think I'm going to poke the hole through here. Oh, you guys are not going to believe what I found. I was on Amazon and it said I was looking for an eyelet tool, and the Crocodile came up and it was like, you purchased this in June of 2020. I'm like, I did? So I came back down and I have a big box where I keep like big cutters and stuff like that. It was in there. So I can put, I'm not going to do it on here because I didn't do it on any other ones, but I can put eyelets on my stuff now. Isn't that funny? Well, that was a wimpy little hole. Yeah, I was so excited. I was so excited to know I had that. I got to get something out of this thing here. Oh, do they? That might be an awesome idea to put the Fabri-Tac in because, man, when that stuff starts coming out, it's like there's no tomorrow. Okay. Put this guy away, put these away. And then we're going to have some fun. Let me get my book back out. I think I'm just going to put one thing in here. I don't want to add any more bulkiness. I'm going to have to glue this. My knot is not staying knotted. Which is weird. I didn't have that problem on anybody else. I'm not going to do anything to the back. I might always come back to these, but I'm about done working on this one. Yeah, I'm not going to go back to the, my gosh, if I could find this pinhole, wouldn't that be nice? Um, I'm not going to go back to this one right now. I'm not ready to come back to it yet. But, I mean, it's getting there, right? I love this one. But yeah, I'm still going to be on hold. That one's going to be on the back burner. How many of you think I'll start and not finish? That's the magic question. Really? The Fabri-Tac will melt certain plastics. I did not know. Thank you for that. I wonder if my polymer clay will be okay that well, this this isn't either. I didn't use any in here, but I used them in my book. My other book. Huh. Well, thank you for that. Okay. So I'm not going to do a buckle clasp on here. I'm going to put lace and tie it. But we're not there yet. Okay, want to have some fun? Oh, I got to get my hot glue going. I still haven't gotten my new hot glue gun out yet. Oh, well, I'm not going to make you sit here while I go get that and open it and then have it maybe not work. Like, I will spare you. I will get it for next time. So, come on, buddy. Oh, yeah, it's on. My pathetic little glue gun. Had a bottle as a gift from a retreat and the cap melted. Oh, that's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. This is going to be so cute. Come on, glue gun. Sorry, guys. I forgot to plug it in. And then what I'll do is I'll put a little bit of Fabri-Tac. A little bit, she says, on the outside for more of a permanent hold. Because like I said, hot glue makes me nervous. Come on, little fella. Well, I don't know if that was completely ready. I can't pick it up. I'm going to burn my finger. Got it. Yeah, so I had this gem that I thought we could use right in the middle of the crown on the front. And then she's got all of her stickles everywhere. I'm not going to overdo it. We already have this whole border of rhinestones. Hi, Laura Lee. It's good to see you, my friend. We're attempting to finish up this puppy. Thank you. I think it's pretty too. I'm going to put this right on here so I don't have the same problem I had last time. Get away from my doily. Okay. I think that's all I want to do. And then we have to put lace around the edges and bead here. Now, I decided I'm going to do every other page, I think, and then see what it looks like. So I don't need my hot glue anymore. I almost unplugged us. Almost went for the wrong plug. But I'm dying. I pull this out every time, and I think this is a perfect project for this. But I just have to do the very, very end so these don't end up being on the inside. It's so frilly. It's so pretty. Oh, that's right. The Happy Mail. Come on, buddy, work with me here. Oh my gosh. Look at how that looks with both pages down. Do you just love it? Oh, I didn't do every other page. I meant to. I think these 2 pages were stuck, like, playing tricks on me. Oh, wait. No, 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 no. I'm good. I have another one here. So what? I'll just grab another white one. I have this, which is really pretty. I haven't ever used this, I don't think. Hold on, I just hit my mouse. I don't know what it's doing. Okay, I think we're all still here. And then we'll just see if this is going to be too much. Why am I cutting this way? Could I have picked a harder angle to cut stuff at? Doo-da, doo-da. I think it's too much. I may just only do these 2. Yeah, I think I'm going to save him for another day. You like that lace? Okay, well, I'm going to use it then. Everybody likes the lace. But I'm going to actually put it back here. Okie dokie, Smokies. We're hanging over a little on the top and bottom, but I really don't care. I think it's fine. And then Molly said less is more. Well, now I'm putting it on the back, so we should be okay. I didn't want to hide. See, and now it's layered. It goes from the thinnest to the widest. So I think it works. Okay. Okay, this is dry. I'm gonna put this in here. All right, and then I need to do my spine. Oh, brother, I don't know that I have. I know what I want to use. I just want to use this white lace that's right here. I know that for sure. This is okay, so this is how we're gonna do this. You know, now I'm wondering if I even want to do that. Because maybe this book doesn't get a closure. Okay. Hi, Liz. Sorry for the back and forth yesterday. I just got too busy. I'm a hopeful thinker. So I like to always think whatever I want to do is going to work out. And sometimes it just doesn't. And I was like, okay, there's no way that's going to happen today. All right, let me move a couple things and find some beads here. I'm going to use a couple of the same ones we used before, mostly because I have them out. We're not going to need all of them. I'm going to keep this pretty simple. I only need 4. I think, is what I'm thinking. Thinking. Thank you, Mary. Yeah, Agatha, I think you're right. Tie from the top to the bottom? Let me see what this looks like. You know what? I'm not even going to use these ones. We're going to keep this very simple. A 1 and a 2. Bear with me, please. One memento. There we go. I have glue on my finger, and I keep thinking it's the thread, and it's not. My glasses that I have on are for distance because my computer is a ways from me, and sometimes I can't read it if my comments aren't working on my phone. If you're wondering why I don't have my glasses on, it's because they would make this worse. All right, that's all we're gonna do. I'll show you here in a second. You just come up with your own little pattern. Oh, maybe we need another one. Yeah, I think we need 3. It looks pretty dinky. And then that should be plenty. I'll just to the side. Well, with all this lace sticking out, I really can't do that. I don't, if I'm understanding what you're saying. But I would have to do something from top to bottom, but to whoever said it's covering up the cover too much. Okay, so here's what this looks like, and I think it looks really, really pretty. So I'm just gonna do one more real quick. Come back to me, beads. I love these beads. I got them from Hobby Lobby, these beads. There was 2 strands on the thing. I'm gonna go get more because the way that the colors change, it looks like it's like they changed to that color. Like, I don't know how to explain it. They look really cool. Now I forgot to put glue on here. I always glue the end of my knots. You don't need to, but I do. And if you're not gonna glue it, I would double knot it. Just saying. I love the beads too. Am I going to add pics of my son? Yeah. Facebook's blowing up today. So Christopher's having a bad day. I'm gonna have to call him and see if maybe we should take dinner over there. I just try to keep busy. I'll put it in my private group. If any of you want to join my private, that bead is broken. If any of you want to join our private group, we just share work and stuff. Just type in on Facebook !VIP. It will give you a link, and either Laura Lee or myself will let you right in. We could be a little bit busier on that page than we are, but we'll get there. Thank you, Nikki. Well, hello, Becky. Just saw you now. All right, let me tie this one. Now, if you guys weren't here before, when you're tying a knot and you want it to go all the way up to the end of your bead, I'm letting this one hang a little lower. Take a little pointy tool like this and hold it right at the bottom of your bead. And then that way, I'm yelling again. Sorry. God, you guys probably have to turn your volume way down when you watch me. That's awful. This just went right over this knot. This one needs a double knot, and I'm going to have to double knot the other one too. I want to go push it close and glue. Glue is dripping everywhere because I didn't put the cap on it. So now I'm going to put the cap on it as soon as I clean it off. Did you? I just learned it about a week ago. I did jewelry for years. Never knew that trick. It's the little things, like we always say, Molly. It's the little things. Okay, now if I did this right, yeah, just very simple. These will just hang down. This is what they look like. I think they're pretty. Okay. So when you tie a knot, Agatha, if that's what you're asking, you need to, after you start the tie for it, you put something like this, I just use the pin too. Anything with that's little, you put it inside and then you pull your string or your cord or your wire or whatever you're doing up to the bottom point of what you're working on. And that way you won't have knots down here that you keep trying to move your finger in to move up. You know what I mean? So that works pretty well. I have 2 knots on this one because I goofed, but it's fine. I'm not that worried about it. Let's see. This guy's dry. No, he's not. All right, let's look at this and then we got to do the spine and then we're going to be done. I got to put this back in here. This Fabri-Tac isn't dry yet. I don't want it ruining my page at this stage of the game. Thank you, Kathy. Thanks, Agatha. All right, so I did not plan ahead for the spine here. Oh, these beads that I used, if you guys go to Hobby Lobby, this is it says $4.99, but they were half off, and I can get 3 or 4 journals out of them. At least at my Hobby Lobby, that's where I saw them, and I'm like, those are so pretty. I have to have them. All right, we're gonna have to finish up the spine, and then I gotta go because my groceries are just delivered. I'm not going to do, because we have the beads hanging down here, I'm not going to hang anything from the spine. I think I'm going to try and keep it relatively simple here. And I have an idea. You don't ever have to do anything to the spine. But this is when I wished I still had my hot glue gun on, but I don't. So I think I'm just going to put 3 rhinestones to cover up my holes. And then I'm going to let it be. Yeah, I have about 4 of those tools because I'm always bending one of them. So last time I got a multi-pack. You know what? I don't know. I don't know. I got to get this flat. What a hot mess. Nope, need the glue gun. Yeah, that's what I think. I like to, I don't know how to explain it. I like to do a lot, but in a more simplistic way. But this one is supposed to be right. It's supposed to be all the bling and things. And this will not be the last one, the only one that I do with bling because I love rhinestones, as you could tell when I showed my caddy the other day. Rhinestones and blingy charms. I love it. And I love crowns and jewels. I am the most plain Jane person. I wear earrings a few times a week, but not every day. I don't wear a lot of makeup. Like I dress in t-shirts and stretch pants. I went out to lunch with Creatively Kathy yesterday and I threw a pair of jeans on. Stretchy jeans. That was the most dressed up I got all week. But all right, hold on 1 second. I'm just waiting for this glue gun. I just cannot wait for our new project to start on Monday. It will not be on tomorrow. Man, I hope these don't fall off, but what are you going to do? There's my groceries. I'm assuming. why my dogs are starting to bark. These people stop at my front window and like talk to my dogs. I'm like, there is a reason I put on there, please do not knock. Just leave them on the front porch. Don't knock. But then they come up to the front window and start doing this with my dogs and how cute. And it's like sometimes I sit there and I'm just amazed. I have a medical issue and I have medical devices that get delivered, and that lady loves my dogs. Like one of these days, I feel like I need to invite her in to meet them because she is the worst of all of them. She just loves them. She'll stand in my front window, my front picture window forever with them. I'm like, geez. Okay. We did get a little thick in here. But I'm really happy with this, you guys. So that's going to be a wrap. You got all these writing pages. Lots of fun stuff in here. I'm happy with this. Hi, Mel. I'm just finishing up, honey. Thank you, Molly. I did have my cute boots on. I've had those boots forever. They're from Amazon. I love them. They zip up the sides, so they're real easy. Thank you, Becky. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. You guys are awesome. So Mel, I'm probably gonna reach out to you about this week because I'm a newbie with that event or that we're doing. I want to make sure I'm doing everything the right way. So, but so guys, I do have to go because I have some frozen stuff that's sitting out there. So, yeah, I love it too. I'm very happy with it. All right, I'm gonna go do what I gotta do, and then I will see you guys on I feel bad. You guys are all sitting here saying hi to each other, and I'm like like ready to go. So with that, I am gonna go. And then Monday morning I'll be on at 10. I may be on at 3. I have to think through what we're working on. I got to get that all together before Monday morning. And we'll play it by ear. But I will be on at 10 o'clock on Monday morning. And I hope everyone has a wonderful, wonderful rest of your weekend. Bye, guys.